Okay.
Hey guys,
That's good.
it's good. How's everybody doing out there?
I'm doing great. Thanks. Thanks
Good.
for asking.
Yeah, he's the only one who can actually answer in voice, but
So 69.3 degrees. That's in American units, freedom units.
yep, it's actually I would say a tick or two below 80 right now on my thermometer, so that's a plus. Nice cool day.
Nice,
I think I
nice,
figured it
cool.
out. I think what the main problem is that it's a pretty well insulated garage, but I think about I got this light turned on, I got this light over here turned on, I got the streaming machine, I got my own laptop. Like I think this is just a heat bubble that's just warming
That
everything
could
up. So it doesn't matter how
that
hot it
could
is
be it.
outside. I mean, it doesn't help when it's
Yeah.
93.
I have no lights turned on. My designated foot dog isn't here, uh, so really not much I can do to keep my feet warm. I have to call that dog back in here so he can lay on my
Oh,
feet.
yeah, trying to keep warmer. I really feel for you. All right, hey guys, how's everybody doing today? It's Thursday. I don't know if you guys caught that. I don't want to mess up anybody's week, but yeah, our office is shut down tomorrow. So we figured, oh, well, I don't want to go 2 weeks without modeling something live, right? We got to do something. So here we are
On a Thursday.
on a Thursday. It's SketchUp
We're
Friday on a Thursday.
we're breaking barriers.
That's right. So hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Uh, this is going to be, I think this will be a fun one. I'm not, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting one if nothing else. How's that? Is that
Let,
a,
let me know whenever you have one planned that you don't think is going to be fun, and I'll try and
not be
be
there?
sick that day. Yeah.
Okay, well, so you guys may have seen in the comments, we are gonna we're bringing the console wars into SketchUp. So we're gonna model the I don't know, are they concept models at this point, or is this actually what's gonna get produced?
No, these are the reveals. This is happening. This is happening.
Well, just because I look at it and like the Xbox in particular, every single picture I see is the exact same one. Like the backgrounds change a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's
That's
the
always
same
the
computer render over and over and over again. But we'll go with what we got. So speaking of which, we are going to be doing some. So this is product modeling, right? This is what we would classify this as far as what are we working on here. Uh, this is like basic product modeling, but we're going to be modeling off of very few photos. So I think I was able to find 2 pictures of the PS5 and really only the one Xbox X. So it'll be something. So,
All
it'll be
right.
something.
So just a quick search here. I'm seeing the one that you've got, which is from that one angle, and then I've got one that's you're looking top down, so you
Hmm.
can see like a little green circle in the middle. But basically, it's just a bunch of holes and then sort of a concave
Those
shape. Oh,
those
here's
are the only 2 I could find too.
okay. I've got a different one. I've got one laying on its side. I'll put it on the forum.
Oh, all right. And then same thing. I got the PS5. I got a vertical one and then one laying down, which is the PS5 is a little more important for because it's kind of a smooth shape, so it's hard with an I don't know smooth shape like that. It's like a bent over piece of paper to see it from only one side and try to model it. So I got 2 of those.
So there's two versions of the PlayStation 2, I mean the PlayStation 5.
Great, just
There's
great.
one that has the CD, like a disc player, way to put in media, and there's one without. And it looks like the version you've got is the sleek slim.
Well,
Here,
I'm
I'll
pretty
put
high
another
tech.
picture of that.
I'm pretty like that. So
Okay.
we did.
There's
Jody's
some new pictures.
posting into the forum right here. Um, and so if you guys have good reference photos as we do this, it would be nice to get like the highest detail we can. I know a lot of times when we do these models too, I try to keep them light. Like I try not to get too much detail in there. But with these ones in particular, we're really looking at 2 basic models, the 2 consoles. So I'm going to actually kind of change what I do and go pretty. I'm going to go kind of heavy on these on the polygons here. So we're going to make some smooth models. Hey guys. I didn't say hi. I mean, hello to everybody. Thank you guys for showing up, especially, like I said, being an odd day, being a Thursday. This is pretty cool. Um, we are playing with this still, by the way. I mean, we haven't closed the book on what days, times, when we'll be doing these live models. So this is a little bit of an experiment. We'll see how Thursdays go.
Well, so now I'm curious. How did everybody find out about today, since it's an off day? How did you find out that we were doing this today? Did you see it on the platform you're now watching it from, or did you see it on the forum, or did you just have like a Peter Tingle? I mean, a spider sense?
Good save. Dave got us on the forum. Christopher's just on there from a YouTube notification. Oh, was that the image that was posted yesterday versus, or was it just the notification that popped up when we started live? A lot of forum. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Well, hey, that's good to know, because oh, I'm sorry. Apparently, I can't read and talk today. That may be a downside of Thursday. my
Words
brain's
are
just
hard.
my brain's just not ready for it. Okay, well let's start modeling. We can always talk more. I know you put a comment up, Jody, but I'm gonna go ahead and load my. I'm gonna start with the Xbox because I think it's gonna be the easier model. Oh, kind of like when I started with the Tesla Cybertruck. Just knock this one out in 5 minutes. Stupid Cybertruck.
Draw square, push pull. There's one thing you've got no units here, so that's going to
Right.
be
That's
going to be something.
they'll be. I want to try to keep it all relatively the right size, but yeah, they're not going to be to scale, I don't think. So I'm going to start that, and you can announce. You can officially with words out loud announce our new platform.
Okay, I'll do that too. Although I wanted to comment on the fact that Colin said he got the notification on Facebook, yet here he is posting on YouTube. So he's diverse. No, so I just posted a link a minute ago. Actually, I'll get a new link. I don't know if anybody's the Gen Z, maybe the millennials have heard of Discord, but it seems to be a popular thing with the youths of today. Anyway, I created a Discord server yesterday for SketchUp, and I linked it to this today. So now, whenever I'm seeing chats, if somebody were actually in Discord, I would see what they're saying in this thread. But if you're a Discord person, you can go check out our new Discord server.
Awesome.
Let me try and get a link. I don't remember how to do that because I'm old.
Is that what it is? Is Discord all about the youth? Is that who's on the Discord?
So
I know it's
so
a big
it
it's big
started
in
off,
like video games, right? Like
yeah, that's where it started off. But I was trying to find some links to send to some of the old people at SketchUp to explain what it is, and it's apparently also huge in the influencer space.
all right.
36 is a youth to me, Christopher.
It's all in your head, Jody. It's all relative.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I also think of myself as a youth, so there's no negative connotations there.
You're I say this in a positive way. You're pleasantly immature.
in a good way, the
right.
right kind of immature.
The way that I would want to be considered immature.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm trying to just use my reference image to just kind of get this about the same height. That works. That's going to work. All right. I'm going to paint it black and call it an Xbox X.
Oh, I found a picture of the back of the Xbox X.
Well, there we go. That's for the fun stuff. That's all the bits and bobs, as they say.
If we want to make this take more than 25 seconds to model, you can try and add the ports.
There's one feature on the Xbox X, and that's the vent on the top. I'm going to milk that for at least 20 minutes. Because I don't know what else to do. All right, let's work our way up here.
I mean, that is kind of an interesting design issue, right? It's convex, and so you've got to be able to implant your holes. Implant? Boy, that seems like the wrong word.
Imprint? Impush?
Embed?
Embed. That's it.
Wait, Christopher's saying something. Oh, save. Are you already doing stuff? Do you have a model open?
Yeah, a little bit. Can you not see my screen again?
Oh no, I'm just busy
Oh.
looking for source photos, and I'm not even paying attention to you. I'm in my own little world over
Makes
here.
sense. All right, so we'll start with the CD drive. And I am going to kind of model this monolithically. I don't see a reason with most of this, at least the body, I don't see a reason to go in and make it separate components at this point. If you do find a back end, a backside, we might be able to componentize some of the ports and stuff, because we might be able to reuse those on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation as well.
So, I did post a rear view of it.
Okay.
It's leaning to the right based on the text.
Well, I don't want to get political with any of this. You're
Oops,
welcome.
my bad.
Come on, Thursday.
Sweet, first post in the Discord. Kai's over there.
All right, there we go. Got the little box too big.
So how many people? So far we have, let's say, 130-ish people here. 140 people. How many people of these 140 people have actually used Discord besides Kai?
All right, I think that works good. I like that. Well, oh, I think other than the Xbox logo, the front's done. This is not going to be a time-consuming process. To put some, Christopher Morin's a regular user.
Sweet. So Dave was saying on the forum he uses it with his, like, he works with a robotics team, and they use Discord for communicating with all the team members because they're all, you know, youngins. Sorry, Christopher, I'm not saying that 36 is old, but
Age is relative, like I said. That term old and young, I hear it's all about how you feel in your heart.
Mm-hmm. And if you do feel something in your heart, you know, check out. You don't want it to be like angina or whatever.
Too true, too true.
Right. A Minecraft ray tracing imager. And like all three of those words are super intriguing to me now. Wow, you're going fast. Look at you.
Well, I
just need to see if you can find a good black to apply the color.
Yeah, so here's what I was thinking. So here's what I usually do with black. And I didn't want to put it on here yet because we got like I said, the big piece is going to be this concave vent. But just to throw out there, what I usually do with black is I don't go to black because, you know, if I grab all this and I color it black. Oops, I gotta get my little, I forgot to put my little me on the screen here.
Oh yeah, you're in the way again.
I got stuff in the way. All right, now I know I have to get this out of here. I don't usually use black because this is what happens, is you get this. The black in SketchUp is an absolute black, lack of all color. It doesn't catch the shine the way that.
Black.
Yeah, it's black. So what I usually do is use something like a really dark gray. So I'll go something like that to represent my black. The other thing, the big thing is that, so when it does catch the light, so you can see as I swivel this back and forth, it gets lighter and darker, which the black doesn't do. The black just stays absolute black. And the other thing is I can see my details. So they are, you know, there's not a lot of details, but here's the CD drive and the button. You can actually make them out and you can see them. The other thing this lets me do is this lets me go in here and I'll pull this up a little bit more. I can use my absolute black on something like the back of the CD drive to give that depth and say that's pushed way back. Same with this button. So this button, I did a little bit of indent right here. So I'm going to just fill that, same thing, put that back there, and then that gives that depth. So I only use the serious black if it's something that I don't ever want to see detail on. So same thing when we go in here, we put this vent up here, the inside face of whatever that vent comes down onto, I'll probably put black on, but keep the rest of the vent this same color, this dark gray. Let's save.
Aaron saves.
Occasionally. Italian Rex prefers NES over Xbox or PlayStation.
There's not a new NES right now, though. I think that's completely valid.
Well, that would be the Switch now, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
1, 2,
It's true.
3,
It's
4,
true.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so this is going to be a 12 by 12 grid that I want to create here. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do this part yet. This was a piece that I looked at and I'm like, oh, it'll be easy enough. And then I went, oh, wait a minute. This is going to be a little weird. So I'm going to jump back to my inside-outside, or what's this one called? I forget what this view's, monochrome, just because I want to work in the white. It's a little bit easier. I can see details a little easier than I can on the darker colors. So what I want to do is I want to put out of context, I'm going to take all of this, make it a group for right now, because here's my thought process. I was thinking of a couple ways to do this, and like I'm saying this like I have I've been working on this or processing this over the last 2.5 minutes. I've been thinking of different ways to do this. My first thought was
put a lot of thought in this.
my first thought was I'll just push. I mean, this looks like soap skin and bubble, right? It totally looks like it's just. So I want to use soap skin to create the face and just give it a little bit of a push down, because it looks like that's exactly, it comes up flat on the sides, has the biggest drop at the middle. So I'll do soap skin and bubble. Then I want to do two things. I want to put holes in here, this 12 by 12 grid, so that's 144. And I didn't do that math, I just remember my times tables from elementary school still.
Your gazintas.
144 holes. And then I want to have some depth. I want that to sit down, and I want to actually create the vent. I don't want it to just be like, color it black. I want to actually see, just like we have here, I want to have this depth. So I want to have some tactile inference of that volume. So I was thinking of a couple ways to do it. So like I said, get that initial shape with soap skin. And then I was thinking, well, I could create this shape in 3D, just create that grid, do a push-pull, and use something like Flowify to project that shape into it. But Flowify is going to distort it, so I don't want to do that. The other thing...
So it sounds like you're playing the old Tesla trick of how to make this as difficult as possible.
Well, that's where I went. I immediately went to, what's 6 steps with 3 different extensions? So anyhow,
so here's my short version.
Okay, Jody's. Let's see if
do a circle in a corner, and then create a grid that's got all of them, and then make that whole thing into a component, and then hide that, and then select the top surface and use the sandbox to just push in a concave insert there with no plugins. Well, I mean that's plug-in, and then once you've got your nice concave top, then unhide your grid of holes, and then just use your solids tools to cut them.
We could try that.
Maybe you don't have to try that. Just saying.
Well,
your way is sounding that was so complicated.
So here, yeah, no, and that's like I said. This was just like woo, little hamsters running the wheel as fast as he can. But so here's what I thought would be the easiest. I was thinking sandbox tools, but I think with sandbox tools, it's going to be hard to get because it looks like the actual bulge is round while these edges stand still. So I'm still going back to, in my head, thinking of soap skin. But what I was thinking for this intersection is to create a grid of solids. Like I think kind of what you're saying. I'll create a grid of these holes as solid pieces, group them separately, and then what I can do is I can just subtract them from the volume here. And then to get this little bit of depth, I could actually use like joint push pull to push down or something like that. I don't know if any of what I just said made sense.
I'm going to add one more picture that's just kind of focused on the top.
Are they actually
So
circles? Because
based on this the picture I just put up, they're definitely circles.
okay. Oh yeah, check that out.
It's
Okay.
still a little hard to tell
12.
what the curvature is.
Okay, still 12. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna draw a line right here across the middle. I'm gonna take this line and I'm going to divide it into not 12, but 13 segments, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to give me 12 points. If I put a circle right here, the midpoint, that's too big, so I'm going to have to bring it back just ever so slightly. And I'm going to get rid of that because I'm going to take this and make this into a component. Call it a hole. And I'm going to move it one of these segments. So I don't care which one. I'm just going to say take one, option, copy it from one end to the other, and do that x 11 times. That gives me 12 holes. Oop. And then I'm just going to save this line right here. I'm going to take it and make a copy this way. And then I can get rid of all this goodness right here. And I'll take these, I'll copy that, option, this way, 11, oops, x.
Artur's suggestion was use a sphere on the top, on the corners, and then use that to dig a chunk out. I guess
that would work, but then it'd have a very noticeable like cup.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's definitely not a bad idea, but I got a different one. All right, so now I need to get this back aligned. So what I'm going to do is grab this line right here. I'm going to move it over 6 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the center of this hole right here. And now I can just grab all that. Wait, that's definitely, I moved it over 6 holes. It should have been 5 holes. Sorry. I apologize, everybody. Everybody's upset. They're all leaving now.
Look at that. Wow, you can just see the numbers just dropping. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, come on, man. All right, I'm going to take that. And it's going to shift it this way to the center of the lid. All right. Now, oh, I missed one. I keep hitting option. I really want to copy these rather than... He's not quite on. There we go. All right. So now that I have those, I can look at them. I can look at it against this. And it really looks like if I come back over here, it doesn't look like the lip around. It looks like it's a little bit bigger, but it's not hugely larger. So that might be okay. I might want to just take these, hit scale, and just scale about the bottom just ever so slightly. So it fills that space in a little bit more. That was closer. I like that. I think that's going to work. All right. I'm going to take all of these right now. I'm going to put them into a group. I'm going to throw them on their own tag. I'm going to turn them off. Now, I am going to, again, this is still grouped. This is still its own piece, its own refrigerator looking Without context, without size context, it really does look like a filing cabinet or a refrigerator.
And no, if I were Microsoft, I would build a new building somewhere in Silicon Valley that looks like this thing.
Seriously, you can't land a helicopter on the roof, but it does look just like our product. All right.
I do want to comment on how adeptly you threw together that Xbox logo. It looks almost like you've done it before.
I actually haven't, but I have. Okay, this is when you know you SketchUp too much. Because what I have done is sat there. I own an Xbox. I do have an Xbox. So I've sat there before looking at the Xbox controller while like loading a game or something going, it's a circle and then I got two arcs that are mirrored. And like I've actually thought in my head how that goes together. So that was actually a proof of theory rather than practice. All right. I might as well put this on its own layer as well. Because I can then just turn that off. All right, so now all I got is this, which is what I want. I'm going to go to my tool palettes. I'm going to pull me up some soap, skin, and bubble. All right. And I'm really just going to... Ah, crap. All right, I gotta go install soap skin again and reset my persistent trial. This is the keystone. This is like this is the main piece. The
really
feature
ties them together.
The feature on the whole thing. Okay. One moment, please. There we go. All right. Let's try that again. So soap, skin, and bubble. I don't know. Do I have to actually restart now?
Luckily, you saved.
I did. Or can I deactivate and reactivate soap skin? Will that work? Do you know? Anybody knows? Yeah, so I don't. Is soap skin even being developed anymore? Because I think.
So, how different is soap skin from like Sub D or from?
Well, the big thing, I know you can do this with some of those other tools, but the big thing is it's so simple to just add the pressure to the shape. All right, I'm just going to save and quit SketchUp and come back in. It's so easy to go in and tell it, put this pressure on it and make it, like I said, and the cool thing is that it ties those edges and holds them. So this would be possible to go in and make a subdivision shape, push it down, soften it. That would totally be possible. Could also, I think I could do this with Curveloft. I think with Curveloft you can put a pressure on it too. But this is basically, I mean, this is like supposed to be 2 clicks to make this with Soap Bubble, except I didn't. Yeah, got that issue.
I'm looking for it. Last update looks like it was from 2018.
Yeah.
But this could just be that might not be the actual official stuff. So Tarek is asking why we don't read the comments, and I will say I do read the comments. I can't respond to all of them, and there's a 10 to 20 second lag between what you say and between what we do and what you see. So a lot of times your comments on stuff we've been doing is 20 seconds behind, and it feels like the context is gone, and I don't always know what you're talking about.
So it's nothing personal to what you're saying.
It's not you, it's me. Sometimes I can follow what's going on, but sometimes there's just too much latency to know what happened.
All right.
Also, I'm following 4 different chats at the same time. And that could be a little tricky too.
Now, let's try it now. All right. All right. Well, I guess we're doing this with Jody's idea of
Sorry.
using.
I feel like I'm bullying you to try and push
Hey,
my.
no, I could do it. I could do it. We can do it. We got this. We got this. We got this. All right. So we're going to go turn on sandbox tools. I'm going to create a new grid over the top of our existing grid. How big's my grid right now? Oh, 5 foot length. I think I have a 5 foot box. So let's take this down. Oh, 10 foot grid spacing. So that's going to give me 1 grid. Let's take this down to like 4 inches. See how that looks.
Oh, so FAM Civil Engineer's suggestion was get a curve, use push line into the face. That seemed like a good way to do it rather than having to figure out what the diameter of the sphere, the gigantic sphere would be.
Yeah, the only issue is I'm not going to have a regular, because it ties back flat on all the edges, it's not going to like ever go. Does that make sense? Am I? Hold up.
I think I follow you. Oh, Christopher might have to bail. Is it his internet? Is it? Man, I feel sad for people that don't have Longmont internet. You know.
I know. We just got that. We're so spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have caught that before as we brag, but
Humble brag.
Ah, did you see that? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Do it again. We'll see you next time, Christopher.
I'm creating things.
Look at you.
Show me this. Look. I think Soap, Skin, and Bubble did something.
Oh wait, maybe Christopher was just giving you grief for creating that marble face. That could be it. I don't know.
Good job extruding that rectangle in the first half hour, buddy. Thanks, man.
I love how we've completely started over already.
All right, let's see if I can. Can I just take this and bubble it?
See, that
No,
would be an example of me misinterpreting Christopher's comment about leaving. The context gets lost, and all of a sudden I missed his joke.
Oh,
I hate missing jokes.
gosh, come on, man. All right.
It's like having to explain them.
It's worst. The worst. All right, so here's what I was here was my thinking. All right, so if I was to come in here and come into context and grab exactly the middle, which I don't know if that is exactly the middle. It looks like it could be though. If I was to go in and grab exactly the middle and then grab smooth, obviously that wasn't the middle, and bring the radius back to 2.5 feet. Shoot, it's still round though, so it's gonna distort the sides.
The reason that Christopher has to leave is, this is literally what he said, marble racing event in 30 minutes that he has to go watch. Now, have you ever heard of such a thing as
like Marble Rally?
Racing?
Wasn't that the name of that game?
I don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff to do with marbles that I just there's a whole marble world out there. See, that's looking okay.
Yeah, but look at how it gets flat right here.
But it kind of...
It's not a regular...
Yeah,
yeah I mean, it's close. It's not bad, but it's not what I want.
Well, what if you make this... Can you make your diameter even bigger?
Yeah, but then it's going to start pushing the edges down. So if I go to 3 feet, it'll make my... Oops.
Wow. It's surprisingly complicated. This is totally the Tesla truck.
See, look, if I pull that down, then these parts start to dip. And I'm
My
not
goodness,
playing the.
there's an entire.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play the whole. Oh, hold up. Brain's thinging. My Marble Madness. That's what it was. Kai remembers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm going to use Curveloft. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to model a quarter of this grid. 1, 2, 3. Well, I should just here. If I come over here like this, and I come over 2'5", 2'6". Come this way, 2'6". Now, I believe what I could do is, and come over this way, 2'6", and then we'll drop down. It's not a big. Let's not like a super heavy arc. So let's say like 5 inches. Get a line like this so I can go tangent. Let's see what that looks like. I need to go. Oops. Need to get in plane. I mean, get my 2 green lines, and then draw a Bezier curve from here to here. So I start like this, and I'm gonna come in. Maybe like this. I don't know. So winging it right now. All right, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna rotate that 90 degrees. Why am I not? Why rectangle? I wrote that.
Have you ever noticed? So this came up sort of in another thread here. I apologize. Have you ever noticed that Michael Caine saying "my cocaine" sounds like he's saying Michael Caine? No, Michael Caine saying Michael Caine sounds like my cocaine.
If this is not the best place to learn things that you didn't know you wanted to learn, I don't know what it is.
Or you can say bacon in Jamaican by saying beer can. I never thought I'd ever say bacon in Jamaican.
Wow.
And to sit like in front of an audience, a live studio audience.
The SketchUp modeling has become secondary at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on.
It's a great question. I woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and I might have over caffeinated since then.
What are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna go to Curveloft and skin these contours. All right, there we go. Boom. That keeps it flat on both sides. That gives me a face that I can now select. Get flat with that. Option, rotate 90 degrees, 3x. That's the one. Explode it all. And I'm going to.
Oh man, that looks sexy. I mean, the Xbox design is still kind of boring, but at least that is the single sexiest part of the Xbox X.
Well, it's the only real part. It's
the other part.
Other than that, it's a cube. All right. So there we go. There is our lid, and we'd actually play with that too. If that's too being one surface, I can come in here and scale now, and I can fine tune that dip if I wanted to. Yeah, that looks slick. All right, so let's get rid of this trash up here.
So I still have like some of these other pictures, and this is the Series X. They also have a Series S, which is like half height, and it's white, but it's otherwise the exact same design.
Oh, really? Kind of like they put out the S for the one. There's a 1 and a 1S.
Yeah, that. I don't know what the difference is. I'm going to say that it probably doesn't have a media drive, just like the difference between the versions of PS5.
It's either quieter or fanless too. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Explode that.
There's a thing I want. Cool. It's my
Get rid of
console.
This. There we go. Cool. Now's the fun part. Uh,
Oh, good. I was looking forward to this.
I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to go, so these are components right now. So I'm going to explode the big group. They're where they need to be X, Y, wise. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just grab one of them because they're all the same. And I'm going to extend them down. So the question, oh, that's cool looking. The question now, so
What the?
there's
Oh.
two ways I could do this. One is I could use the depth of this hole as the bottom of my vent, so they would all end at the same spot. So this would appear to be a deeper hole than this over here. But what I think, and based on the pictures that Jody has posted, well, it looks like that actually might be what's happening. Like, look, this. So this right here looks like less plastic than this over here.
Yeah, it definitely does look like it.
So we'll go with that.
I can't go and watch the actual thread that's being referenced, but oh crap, I forgot who said it now, and I don't see it in here. Oh yeah, Joe on Facebook was saying that it's not an actual light underneath that top surface. It's just painted green down there. It's a lie. I thought it was a green light, but actually it's just green plastic.
I'm okay with lies.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm going to pull this through. There we go, like that.
So Air Runky.
Whoops,
Air Runky?
I pulled the wrong end
Air
through.
Runkle? Said it. That looks like a pain to clean, and oh my god, yes, it does. Just having the groove on the top of my PlayStation filling with dust kills me.
Okay, so now in order for this to work, all of this has to be a solid. These are already solids. This is not. The reason this is not is because I cut this circle out to put a logo into. What is going on? Man, I'm having a bad... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on its own layer right now, temporarily. I'll just put this on its own tag. And I can turn it off. All right, and when I take that off, when I take that component out of the hole, it does close up. So now I can grab this, make that into a group, and that should say it's solid. Nope, it's close though.
This is popular enough. Kai already started making a list of other consoles we'll need to do later. I like that fix. It's provided the holes go all the way through. Sven's suggestion was you could use a cordless drill with a toothbrush on top, and you could use that to clean out the holes. Whereas Christopher said you just put an inflatable air pump in the back and let it blow everything out of the top. I've got a 20-gallon air compressor in my shop. I just carry my stuff out there periodically and psh.
Something is afoot.
Uh-oh. Is the game afoot?
All right, there was something going on there. I don't know what that was. Okay, but now it's still not solid. Why are you not solid? There's something going on with this face. Yeah, there's a thing going on here. I don't know what's going on. Man, see, I said this is totally my fault. I said this was going to be the easy part, and then the whole stupid universe freaks out.
You said this is going to be the fun part.
What is going on? Oh, you're killing me, man. All right. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here anymore.
This is not you though. This is someone else's fault, I'm sure.
All right. So if I just try to grab this.
It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you place the blame.
All right, so there's weird things happening. I'm not gonna get into them and try to fix them. I'm just gonna get rid of the things I don't like. Somewhere in here, some stuff is, see, I got faces crossing over themselves inside of this single surface I created. I don't know why. All right, and now let's come over here. Close this back up. Yeah, I don't know. There was some weird stuff happening. There was like slowing everything down too. Everything seems to be sped up now. I don't know, and I don't know how these faces are not all exactly the same either. When you consider they were a reflected single quadrant. Maybe when this is all done, I'll end up going and getting a PlayStation because I'll be upset with Xbox.
You'd be so mad. You're just like, ah. That's seems legit. I've purchased consoles for lesser reasons.
There's a thing going on.
That is curious. I think it's because you started trying to use soapskin or whatever you were trying to use.
I might have to do
So Murillo said, just select all of the model and use intersect faces.
Yeah, I mean that's
a thing.
Oh, absolutely. This is not a ridiculous mesh. This is not like, this should not be causing me heartache of any kind. This is a small little baby mesh.
So there's this guy Murphy. He wrote a law.
Yeah, I wish he would keep his business out of my work.
Reality.
Yeah. Life. Oh, see now I can't get it to. Nope. What? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right. I'm undoing it. I'm undoing it all. Just sit tight for a second. We're gonna do the time warp right now. See, why is that 30 to 40? Okay, so here's where we're going. Here's where we're starting over. We're starting over with this monster, this meanie. All right, let's get rid of this extra geometry. I'm gonna recreate it. I'm gonna recreate it. Try to create cleaner geometry, I guess. I don't understand. I didn't feel like that was very. I've made a hacky mess before. I will be the first to admit that. I'll do that. I will definitely. I don't even need a good reason. All right, 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet. All right, that's going to come over 2.5 feet. Nope, 2.5 feet.
So, at least the gang at home is they're sympathetic. Eva pointed out that you're just having the sorts of problems that normal people have. So,
all right, I guess I'll take that.
So he just basically said you're like normal people.
Oh, I appreciate.
You
that.
are normal people?
I've heard. Let's see how long I can drag that out. All right, there we go. I'll take that curve right there. Okay. So how many line segments is this? I might drop this down. Make this fewer segments. That's going to give me less geometry in my curve-aloft. Sorry.
I know this occurs mostly whenever I'm doing modeling around Tyson, but I can like his rage is palpable whenever he's watching me do something like stupid things, and he's just like, just do that. And I continue on my merry little way of screwing it up. Maybe we really have to. We mocked how simple this design was, but maybe,
Dumb move.
yeah, maybe they're onto something.
Because it's CG and can't exist in the real world. This is all. The spoon is a lie, Jody. There is no spoon. That's what I meant to say.
Be the spoon you wish.
The cake
to
is a
change in
lie.
the world. The cake is a lie. Oh, cake. It's a little early to be talking about cake.
Yeah. We do leave here talking about cake or pizza at some point, it seems that this is a regular occurrence. All right.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a thing. I just turned on a light down here so that my room will warm up. I'm up to 69.8 now.
I'm a degree under 80. All right. Take these into a group. Go in here. Explode these two. Check for solid. There we go. Something about that mesh I made. Maybe it's just super small. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but now we're in better shape. All right, so I'm gonna take a peek under here.
Yeah, maybe it was a.
I still like that
tiny geometry
I
problem.
know, that's frustrating. All right, so there's a couple ways I could do this. I was actually thinking originally of doing solid tools, but maybe I won't do that. Maybe what I'll do instead is just take all of this and explode it. And I realize this is going to take a second or two because I was just thinking, could you solid tools again? Yeah, there's definitely something going on with my computer though. I'm going to try intersecting with selection. Let's see, that's going to take a second or two, but the reason I'm doing that instead of solid tools is I don't think I have Enerot solid tools installed anymore, and that would cause, I would be going through doing one after another. I don't know, that would get, I'm just thinking this is maybe quicker and easier than going through and taking each of those and chopping them out one at a time. But again, intersect tools on this many faces is going to take a little bit of time, and I don't know what's going on, why I'm having this weird lag in my computer already. So who knows? I may have just made the wrong decision. We'll see what happens. Ooh, little Discord icons coming up in the chat. That's interesting.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, we got 2 people, 3 people, I guess technically if you count me.
That's true. All right, there we go. That wasn't too bad. So now this is the easy cleanup. Now I can just swipe across here, grab everything by the top, delete it. Oh, but now I gotta. Forgot about this. Okay, how can I make this an easy selection? I got an idea.
Hey,
right.
You just had this was just a quick win or a whatever video.
I think
you
so.
Just did this one last week. It's Box's hack.
Oh yeah, group select. But I don't know if I can. Yeah, hold on. I can do this. Watch this. Grab all of that. Make it a group.
Appreciative of your swear. It's a good public worthy swear, I'd say.
What did I say?
Oh, butts.
Sorry, that's I've just had kids for too long, I guess. I don't know. Right, so.
Yeah, I always use beans. Beans is my go-to.
Oh, look at that. Just grab that, delete it, edit, unhide all.
Bum, 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 bum. And all you've got left is those 4 in the middle.
Yeah, I didn't grab those 4 in the middle, but that's the easy fix, right?
I mean, it doesn't scratch your stitching itch.
Oh, we got a nice warped face to put on that next what have ya. All right, so I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can quickly paint this as well, because I got a lot of faces to paint in our charcoal dark black color, and then I got these to paint in light green. So what I'm thinking is I will start with the black color. So I'll come in here with the paint, pick this color. And there are modifier keys in the paint bucket. A lot of people don't know about this, but if you hit Command, I forget what the Windows version is. Jody might be able to look it up. On Mac, Command gives you the paint drop tool. And that's the one that is actually documented in the toolbar. But there's two others. If I hit Option, that says Paint Connected Geometry. So by hitting Option and hit Paint that, it grabs all the white pieces and paints them together, which is kind of cool.
Steven said it's Alt.
Alt, okay. Alt to pick.
Oh.
All right, so now.
Sorry, Andy.
This is going to be the cool part, I think. Maybe, we'll see. I guess you guys can make a decision on that. So if I look at it straight from the side like this, I have a very narrow, if I can open a nice skinny window, I can actually just pick the geometry that is the bottom of those circles. See that? So I didn't get any side walls, I didn't get this top piece, and now I can grab my super bright green, color that, and it'll get all of them. So that sure beats clicking 144 times. Ooh, that looks, gotta stand back and admire that for a sec. That looks, I'm giving props to Xbox design. That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
PlayStation guy goes, meh, it's all right.
Well, that was a pain in the butt to model, and ultimately it's just the little dust trap at the top. That's all it's going to be.
Well, yeah, but you haven't heard about the Microsoft branded compressed air bottles you can subscribe for yet.
Or you could create a perfectly, there's 144 little dust prong things, and you just plop them down in there and they just clean it right on out.
That worked too. I'm going to explode this, and I'm going to come in here and slap some silver. Actually, it looks kind of like it's white, so I'll stick with white. There we go. We got a 3-color. All right, so I'm going to put off ports for right now because that's neat looking. Just want a gif of that. So not a light, you're saying, huh? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that's probably good because that'd just be another thing to make the whole box warm. And I don't know how much your Xbox overheats, but all the things I do with my PS5 my PS4. I don't know, PS5.
Head of the curve. Honestly, my bigger problem with my Xbox has been the power supply. I have gone through 3 power supplies over, I don't know, 4 or 5 years there.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That seems like a hard thing to screw up. Like, everybody makes power supplies. As long as they don't catch on fire, you should be good. Wait, are they caught on fire?
No, they just get really loud.
Oh.
Which is irritating, but you can deal with it. It's when they go from being really loud to totally silent. That's the scary part. All right.
So for everybody that's coming in a little late, I might recap why we're not doing this tomorrow.
Yeah. So Joey and I won't be here tomorrow. It's a short example.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately,
I like how you said earlier the office is closed, because actually the office is closed today.
That's true.
I mean, the office is closed.
The business is closed. I don't know. Yeah, we won't be working tomorrow, so we didn't want to wait a whole week to get some sketchy-uppiness out there. So we decided we would come in and do this today. Yeah, so we got one of our 2 pieces. We got our Xbox done. Now it's time for some PS. That's right. Steve's got it.
Yeah, so Lawrence had the pointed out that the DVD Blu-ray, the disc slot would be about 120 millimeters long. If you wanted to,
That was the thing I was thinking we could scale that by.
Yeah.
After we get this in here.
Also, the other exciting news is everybody's moving to Discord to chat. Right? Everyone?
Everyone. Jody says so.
I don't want to throw any shade on Twitch because Twitch is nice and all, but there are as many people currently in Discord as there are on Twitch.
You know, it's
So
funny because we actually talked about doing when we first thought, hey, let's try this live stream thing. We actually talked to a consultant, a marketing consultant, and they said, yeah, get on Twitch. That's the place to go. And we did our first 3 solely on Twitch, and then yeah, we soon after decided we needed to supplement Twitch.
I think Twitch is neat, but I don't understand why it just doesn't catch on in the same way that
We
I mean
we did all leave and totally ditch Gamborg.
but he's on Discord.
Well, that's good. That works.
Although I think he often is he the one? I don't remember. There's somebody that manages to be on all of them at the same time.
That's you, Jody.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm looking at the man in the mirror, as Michael Jackson would say.
You're asking him to change his ways?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm starting with the meat of this console sandwich. So there's my middle black part. So this is going to be a little bit different because I do feel compelled to model 3 separate pieces here that I'll bring together after. So I'm going to grab this piece and make that a group. Be the chocolatey, nummy center of this reverse PlayStation Oreo. Okay, so now this is where I was saying this is a little bit deceptive. This thing. All right, so I'm going with the Wi-Fi version, the non-disc version, because it does. It goes this way.
Slightly different. Oh, I totally got distracted. I was supposed to be finding you more pictures.
That's right. It's okay. I'm on my own as usual. What was I saying?
I've given you a glut of of Xbox X and a dearth of PS5.
Well,
Got to do something about that.
It's only 3 to 1. It's not like
words.
it's a way off balance or anything. Okay, so
300%.
Hey, that's fine. Does it wrap around back? Does this actually go around? Is it a full? Are we looking at a Euro here, or are we looking at an ice cream sandwich? Is what I'm asking.
That's a valid question. Here, I'm going to throw a couple pictures up. This is another one from the front.
Got more coming.
I don't know if we got any good rear view pictures.
Would you say you have a plethora?
A plethora? I would not say I have a plethora.
Yeah, Air Uncle is asking if about controllers. I was like, I think one or both controllers would be fun to tackle, but they are both some very complex shapes. So maybe in a month or so we'll come back and we'll throw a poll out to you guys which one you'd rather see, and we'll just do one of the 2 controllers. But right now I'm thinking this PlayStation shape will be enough to well, we'll see. We'll just see what happens.
I am finding plenty of pictures of the back of the weird test unit that the PS5 was going to be. Like that thing. Did you ever see those designs? Basically look like a Wi-Fi hub.
Oh, it looks like it is open, but right on the image that I had.
How is it?
So what I'm feeling like when I use my I feel statements, Jody.
Do that.
I feel.
I'll validate them.
My mouse is keeps disconnecting from my computer. Maybe Thursdays are bad days for live streams.
Right. Bad for you or the crowd?
Things aren't going great for me. I'll just be honest. All right, so I got this piece on the outside. So here's what I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna try just distorting this plane to see if I can get close to what is happening. So each of the corners is slightly clipped off. It's not a perfect, they're all rounded. So I'm gonna start by rounding off my 4 corners. And again, this is all this that we're doing. This is all based on the problem with this shape is that there. Yeah, I looked and I found 2, the one that was like yours, and then this one. This is the big one that I've seen everywhere, but I just don't have a whole lot of them. Christopher saying he shared a link somewhere too.
Oh, he was going to share a link to the marble racing.
Oh,
That's where he's having to double dip on the YouTube, watch a little SketchUp, watch a little.
That works. That's cool. All right, so I'm going to start with this plane right here. If I was going for a low res version, I'd be done. Just copy that to the other side. Now I'm thinking, how do I get this shape so that because it looks like it bends in slightly, so it's going to go this way a little bit. On the bottom, it looks like it starts here and kind of swoops down this way. And on this side, it just kind of goes over like that. So I feel like the first piece is to take all of it and make it go this way. Then I'll come back here to this corner and kind of pull that corner back out. Then I can take the whole thing and bend it back this way. What may end up happening is I may end up just taking this sheet, blowing it up big, and recutting this shape out of it again, if that makes sense. I don't know if all this distortion is going to distort the shape too much, but just to be safe, I'm going to Option copy and put that over there. Now I'm going to make this into a group before I start messing with it. Let's get you up on your feet, shall we? And then I'm going to actually take this and rotate it 90 degrees because I want to keep this as simple as possible. Too late. And when I bend it this way, I want to just use TrueBend because that's, in my opinion, the easiest way to put a symmetric bend on something. Come up here and grab TrueBend. Ah, dang it. There we go. Because I modeled laying down, my red axis came up with me rather than staying flat where it should be. But I just realigned that to the world axis. So, did I say that right? Axis?
That sounded good to me.
Nice.
I'm not feeling very judgy today, so you can do you.
That didn't work. Huh.
Also, I'm not really listening anymore. I'm watching a marble race. Not really, but I did at least find the link. Thank you, Christopher. Huh.
All right, so there we
I'm not
go.
finding many more good pictures of that. It's the problem with these soft launches or these kind of vaporware kind of launches is not really showing you much.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. That gives me that first, which actually right now, it's not looking too far from, was it a PS3 that had that curved top on it like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, I got to think, so that will have cut up my geometry. Now to get
YouTube's
this
here,
piece,
and he's already tossing shade on your hair.
Pardon? I couldn't hear you from behind my hair.
From the sound of the wind blowing through your brunette locks.
Yeah, we got a little more. I don't know. I'm as time goes by, the green screen's shifting around, so I'm having to get a little bit more intense with the filters. So my hair's looking very dark today. But I did wear, being as we were doing a pseudo shootout between 2 products, I wore my Clint Eastwood skeleton T-shirt. Figured that was semi-appropriate.
Evan threw a good kind of a head-on view, sideways head-on view. It might be a little helpful.
It's like a jumbo shrimp, sideways head on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I think I'm having a thought. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Quick,
I'm
catch it. Save it.
I'm gonna version this because I don't know. I'm gonna eventually hit a problem where I'm gonna hit point no return at some point. So when I look at this and I look at these other pages, it looks like what's really happening, it's not necessarily going skinny in the middle. What's happening is this piece and this piece are coming back out this way. So I got kind of a thing where they're going to pull back this way. And that's going to create kind of a concavity in the middle. So what I need to do is I get this piece and this piece to kind of fold back out towards each other. Sorry, I know I was gesturing big so you couldn't see that. Sorry. Get my hands on the screen.
I get the point, right? It's based on your gesturing, it's bigger than
a thing.
24-inch monitor.
So I'm going to take this and I'm going to rotate it on the green axis. I'm going to grab the center point of this arc and I'm going to rotate the center point of this arc. I'm going to take those around and drop that on the red axis. Then I'm going to save and I'm going to explode that and make it a new group. That resets the axis, so now I can come in here to TrueBend again and I can just pull that out a little bit. Let's see how that works. Not well. Yeah, I would mean to shut down SketchUp and start it over again anyhow.
That's good. That's right. Auto close features they're all the rage.
TrueBend did not care for that apparently.
Luckily you saved recently.
Yeah, I saved just before I did that. So here's what I'm going to do. We'll get back in here. I'm going to make a copy of this component, scale it up, and try again. I'm guessing that was a small face thing, but I don't know. We'll find out.
We really should have scaled everything up before we started the PS5.
Well, I'm modeling pretty big, but this is a much finer mesh than what the Xbox is using. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to scale, uniformly scale. We'll go 100. Boom. All right. Now I should be able to just launch straight on into TrueBend, grab that handle. Wait, no, it's going the... That's interesting. Oh, maybe I saved before I exploded and Huh. Okay, anyhow, let's try that now. TrueBend. There we go. Awesome. That is, I think, what I want. So let's see, to get it flat again, I will rotate. I'm going to go back on the green axis and I'm going to go along anywhere along this bottom line right here. Flip that so that it's back to red. Oh, look. That's all right. I'm going to explode it, make it a component, call it the side, scale that down to 0.1, is that right? No, 0.01. There we go. All right. You, my friend, sorry, but I don't need you anymore. You come here. Grab it by one of these edge pieces. Slide it over. That's pretty cool. I was wondering how he was going to pull that one off. All right, let's merge that in because it does look like it intersects geometry. I'm going to take that component and I'm going to mirror it. Option mirror. And now I gotta fiddle with it. So let's do this. By the way, this unsettles me. Like, like it's just like looking at a close up of a spider's face. It just makes me go, I don't know.
There's something very uncomfortable about it.
You're right. I'm going to flag that as inappropriate. No, flagging's not a toy.
It's out of there.
All right, let me do this. I don't want to load another reference image. I only need this for a second, so I'm just going to do this. There we go. All right, so dang, that's.
So there are currently 15,000 people watching the marble races, Aaron. I feel like, what can we do? How do we compete with that?
I mean, you're talking about marbles, dude. I don't know how you expect to compete.
I know. I mean, I would try and do something here, but I seem to have lost mine.
Oh, sorry. But
Thanks. No, I appreciated the very low key. Just. This is. It feels like this is going better than the.
I'm honestly a little surprised.
Knock on.
There we go. That is it's kind of that first part. I do want to get this thing here. So it looks like what happens is I'm going to take these three sides. I'm going to offset them a specific amount. Not quite that much. We'll call it 5 inches. And then I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Offset that 5 inches. Pull it out. There we go. And now that feels like the geometry I want to intersect. So let's see, how's best if I make okay, I think we're done with this image for right now. Solid. Okay, so what I can do is I can use solid tools, which, you know, I gotta say this, like, I remember like starting to use SketchUp. Solid tools were a little spooky. I didn't quite get them or how they worked. I don't know if you had that experience at all, Jody, when they first came out, if they were felt a little alien or off-putting.
Even now, I still have to do an operation. It's sort of like using flip along. I'm always like, oh, no, that wasn't the one I meant. Pretty much every time. The
more I use them, I definitely feel more solid and better still. Like, I still have to talk myself, like, psych myself up sometimes. But, all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to say I want to trim it. Nope, that was the wrong button.
I feel more comfortable and confident with what I get out of solids tools than I really did with intersect with model. I never, even though it was only really one operation with intersect with model, it seemed it was very easy to sort of wrap around the axle, if you will.
That makes sense. All right, so I'm going to grab this one again. I'm going to say trim it.
I don't think there is a picture of the back of of the PS5. I think that what we saw was probably just a mock or
It may have just
a
all been
design that didn't do
fake.
anything.
So now when I pull this up, that trim made 3 pieces. This piece, and this piece. So now I can just triple click and delete this piece, triple click and delete this piece. Ooh. That's pretty cool looking. I like it. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna do some coloring real quick. If I go to my home colors, I wanna make sure I just use the same black color, but not to leave the, the PlayStation the dust, because we got that nice green. So I'm gonna grab this super bright blue, and we're gonna stick that where these lights are coming through, right here and here. Give that a little touch, Dang, that was way too. I really. All right, we're getting reports that this needs to come in further on the bottom. We can do this.
What? So does the non DVD version have any sort of inputs on the front? I'm not.
It looks like
Not sure if I can
USBs.
tell. Is it?
Are those USB-Cs? I'm trying to zoom in on the picture and I just can't seem to. Oh, that's the day. That's the day.
They have the same problem that the black Xbox has, that it's such a strong color that you can't see the little details.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like two. Actually, looks like an A and a C.
So it says the PS5 controller will be charged using a USB-C. So yeah, it's got USB-C.
Stoneproof made it better.
It kind of looks like
I can't see it.
like tentacles or something. I don't know.
All right, so
Yeah,
it does look like there is definitely something in here. So I'm gonna draw a line straight up, just so easy for me to say.
Did you see Andy's? Andy threw a picture up at the bottom. Oh, it's in the black. Wow, I totally did not see that at all. How about that?
What's what? There's the two. It looks like a C and an A right here. Right there, see those?
Yeah. Kinda. My monitor must be too dark because.
Yeah, right there and there.
Oh yeah.
All right. I mean, that's pretty easy to do. That's of course. I don't know. Size is going to be an issue here. I'm just going to start with rectangles. Put them in from the middle.
Ooh, are you going to try and get those vents that go in there, do you think?
We got vents?
If you look at Andy's picture, you can see there's kind of these little vent things happening between the middle piece and the pasta things on the side. Lasagna noodles.
Now I want pasta.
Hey.
Normally we talk about pizza. We're mixing it up.
Yeah.
Different carb today. All right, that's gonna be my USB-C. I'm gonna grab it, copy it straight up. This is a flat surface. Scale that, scale about the middle. Oops. I keep hitting my power cord with my mouse every time I gesture, and I've unplugged my power cord 4 times during the stream so far. All right, so I'm gonna push that in.
Go cordless.
I still don't, I don't have a cordless powering thing.
That's
the power cord for my
I swear there's been this promise of wireless charging. Should be happening for everything. A mouse pad. Your mouse pad should be a wireless charging mat. So it's always charging
It
your
doesn't seem
mouse.
that difficult, right?
No, obviously. Okay, so Andy's figured out what all buttons are. He said it's CD eject button, and then but it wouldn't be a CD on the one that doesn't have CD. So we don't need that button. And then power button, USB-C and USB 3.
There's buttons in here?
They're down at they're close to the bottom. Go as far, yeah. Yeah, lean closer. If you click it, it'll make it bigger.
Oh, there, yeah, okay. Oh my gosh.
Don't you like how turning your head sideways makes it more visible?
I don't know. Hold on, I can make my screen brighter, right? Isn't that a? Oh, there we go.
In theory.
I see them. All right, so there's a little light above and below the USBs. There's a long button, a short button with a little light above and below them as well. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and, start with the rectangle from the middle again. I'm going to start at the middle here and drop straight down. And I don't care where I put this right now, as long as it's on the green axis. And come on, man. Where are you snapping to anyhow? Oh, hold on, I gotta get in context. That's probably why. There we go. Drop straight down from the middle.
Marble Race is done. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it's a pretty short live stream.
Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to catch some later. I'll just pick up the recording. All right. It looked like it was a fairly long, one of them was a longer button. The other one was shorter. All right, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the Xbox. These are circular though, or rounded on the ends. So I'm going to get this in here real quick. And then I'm going to offset this ever so slightly, like that. And then I can push this back in and put straight black on the back there. There we go, give me my button look. I'll grab that then and move it where it's supposed to be down below. Move another one up here. And this one looks like it's smaller, so I'm going to grab the top geometry, shift it on down. Awesome. And now, like I said, these all, it looks like, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but as I look at this,
I will.
It looks like there's a little light above, or on the outside of each button, and then outside of each USB port 2. You guys seeing that? Andy? Oh. Micro SD. Maybe this little teeny tiny line is a micro SD.
I don't think there is. I think Christopher was being silly because nobody's putting SD cards on anything anymore.
I remember SD cards. They were so cool. All right. I'm gonna assume that I'm correct.
Yeah, I think somebody had said something about lights, and I think it was Andy.
I'm going to make this as wide as the button is. And I'm not going to actually try to, whoops, I shifted something where it should have been shifted. Oh, that's going to be an issue right there. It's not going to stand up or lay down very well with that. All right, let's try this. Let's see if, hey, look, I'm stitching. I grabbed some bad geometry. So I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the corresponding lines on the other side. I'm going to scale them backwards. Oh, I thought that would be easy, but that should still work. Just looking at it from a weird angle. Scale -1. Awkward. Then move that up to right there. And then we're just a hot stitch and a jump away from.
Yay, stitching.
Yeah, this is an exciting stitching. This is kind of boring stitching, but you know. Smooth that and then fill it back up. Okay.
Andy zoomed in and enhanced, so you can see all that front business.
Did you just yell at your laptop to enhance?
Enhance!
Enhance.
Yep. I mean, I yelled at Andy, though.
Oh.
But I didn't yell either. He just knew. It was like a psychic yell, I guess.
See, something is here. Something is here. Something looks like it's here, and something. I've got gray blobs that I'm assuming are LEDs.
I'm gonna agree with those. All of those things.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is, with this right here, I'm just gonna take one shade lighter. There we go, and that's gonna be my turned off LED. And we're gonna get one up here. Everything's on. I'm keeping everything on the center line too. That was odd. All right. Something kind of cool.
So, did you ever tell the internet that you're the audience know that you've got a super famous actor brother? I only mention that because I'm wondering if he's ever had occasion to get to yell enhance whenever he was doing his.
No.
His
He
part.
plays a medical examiner on a crime TV show, so he mostly just pokes at dead bodies and talks about dead body stuff.
I guess I can't think of many cases where I've seen them say enhance whenever examining a dead body.
No, you can yell at stomach contents as much as you want; they don't change.
In fact, I do.
Please no.
It's usually not enhance.
Disengage, disengage. All right. So the one thing we don't have on here, I did put the Xbox logo on. The PS logo is right up here.
You think that'll be as easy to make as the Xbox logo? Because you just did that almost like an afterthought. Just all of a sudden there's a logo.
Kai's having his discussion with his rather loud discussion based on the exclamation points with his stomach contents. All right, so I'm gonna need a PlayStation logo. Who's got that for me? Anything?
Yeah, I think Andy's got the right of it.
Oh, here it is.
Whenever when you're looking at stomach contents, you want to blur it rather than enhance it.
Put it away.
Dehance. Wait, disenhance? Disenhance it? I don't know. I feel like there's a word here to be created.
I feel
Blur is
where you're
probably the
coming
right
from.
word.
All right, so for right now, I'm going to get rid of my old panels. And we get a SketchUp logo up here in the upper right corner. Go File. Going to import that file I just grabbed. Called it logo. Oops.
Fuzzify. I'd use Fuzzify over blur. Fuzzify is that's a good word.
It's definitely more playful. Let's try it again. Logo. Oh, this is an image. Okay.
Sounds like a plugin for SketchUp too.
It does. All right, so what I'm going to do, here's my thinking here. We actually get this question a lot. A lot of people ask about doing logos in SketchUp. So here's my few cents on that. There are extensions. There's extensions out there that will let you do something like convert black and white sections into lines and that kind of thing. I've never really gotten into that because most logos I've played with ended up kind of being simple enough that I don't know, I guess I didn't really feel the need to use them. Let's see if I can do this with one Bezier. And this is slightly distorted, I should point out, because oops.
Is there a way you could make your Bezier? Isn't there a way to make it so you can see it as a different color?
Yeah, I can change all my line colors.
And have you used your save button lately?
Well, I was kind of having fun just drawing and not thinking about, you know, politics like that, but I got safe.
Also, Ranjit just asked what that thing is in your left hand. What you got going on with the left hand?
This right here, I like Jody's. You guys notice this? Jody always asks that question and it's like, signing out for 30 seconds.
I'll be back. Go to the bathroom.
He's like, all right, Aaron's got to do his thing now. This right here is a 3D mouse. Specifically, this is the Space Mouse Enterprise from 3D Connection. A Space Mouse allows me to move in 3D space using only my left hand. By turning the puck over here, I can move around 3D space. I also have shortcut keys to my most commonly used commands. And I can do it nice and smooth, nice and slow like this. This is great. See how that looks? That's nice. I can also, it frees up this mouse to do whatever I want. So if I want to go pick a command or change my view type as I'm moving through the model with my 3D mouse, it kind of opens all that up. Like I said, it's not a requirement. You don't have to have it to use SketchUp. I use it because it makes 3D presentations just a little bit more smooth, moving in 3D space a little nicer. All right, I'm going to use Bezier there and here. All right, and I can delete these extra lines, close that shape, and I'm kind of wondering if I can take that. Is there a way I can make that work over here? If I grab these two and just start sliding them up here. Yeah, that's gonna work. Awesome. All right, so it's not the best. It's quick, but like I was starting to say before, there are extensions that will let you take the black of an image and trace them. You can also take it into something like a vector design program, so something like Illustrator or Inkscape or something like that, and convert those black outlines into physical lines, vector lines that you can bring into SketchUp. So those are options too. Those are different ways to get it. One way or another though, what you want to do is create this flat 2D shape. So what I want to do is I want to project that on here. I could have gone through the route, we've done this many, many times on live streams and other videos where I take an image and just use a projected image to put it on the side. That would have been an option. What I want to do instead is just like the X logo on the Xbox, I actually want to take this and put it into the side of the geometry and paint it separately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this and make it a group, and then I'm going to rotate it vertical, and then in that group I'm just going to push pull this out like this. Also going to grab all this and soften and smooth it. Smooth edges are going to cut the geometry less, so that's why that's important. All right, now I can take that logo, I'm going to grab it by a midpoint, and I'm going to have that midpoint snap onto the surface like this. And now what I need to do is, in 2D, or 2D view, in a straight on flat view, I'm going to use scale to get that looking about right. It's pretty small on here. So down a little bit lower. That looks
So now you're
pretty
going to map
close.
it to the wonky texture or the wonky curvature.
Right. So this is why I made it 3D, because now what I can do, this is going to be easy, is double click to come in here, select just the face, just this piece. I don't want it to cut through all of it, just the front here. And I can say, ooh, wait, hold up. Did I make these components? I did. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is say make unique. And then come in, select this, say intersect face with model. The only piece of the model that should be hitting is my logo right here. So now when I come out here and delete that logo, I have that in there flat on there. Oh, it's not in the right spot, it's too far over. Undo a couple times. Scoot that in. That's better. All right, again, come in here, intersect face with model. That cuts it. I wasn't sure if I undid past the make unique. All right, I can take that, delete that, and then I will, oops, come into context and fill those like that. Ooh, that's pretty cool looking. Well, looks nice.
Well, got all this time.
Yeah.
Maybe you model that advanced controller, the spider controller.
I can't see this going a good place. No, actually, I could subdivide model it. I think we could subd this. Or hold, let's do this first. Let's make this all one group. We'll take that and we'll put that on its own tag. And we can get these guys both up on the screen at the same time. Whoa! Hey, big shot. I think you're pretty big, huh?
Mr. Big Stuff.
So it looked like, again, I don't know that two of these have ever actually been side by side, but it looked like they were comparable heights. Did that seem fair to you?
Yeah, that seems fair. I think there's only one actual physical model of that PlayStation, and it was on the stage at the reveal, and that was it.
And it's probably full of foam.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's not.
I'm actually impressed that it has ports on the front of it. It's probably why there are no pictures of the back is because there's probably wiry bits or no ports or something hanging out back there.
Yeah.
Although,
So we're saying, did somebody say 120 millimeters for this?
Yeah, 120 millimeter, I think is what Lawrence said.
All right, so I'm assuming this is about the right height. I don't know. We're making stuff up now. I'm gonna come over here, click that, 120 millimeter, resize the whole model. That's gonna resize both consoles. Boom, there we go.
Glowing green foam. That sounds fun. Actually, glowing green would be the Xbox. It's probably glowing blue foam, Andy.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. That's neat. I still like that. I like that. I got to figure out something to do. I don't know what it's going to be, but I don't know if this ends up being a skill build or what, but just, man, that appearance of those offset circles, so as you rotate, the green glows and diminishes. That's neat looking.
That's pretty sharp.
I mean, that says nothing about the console. I'm not saying that's cool. Totally dorking out on my own SketchUp model right now.
This isn't about them. This is about me. Okay.
I was kind of cracking up today because I don't know how many people out there are gamers right now, but as soon as you start releasing a generation of consoles, the gaming world loses its mind and people pick apart everything about everything, and like it's crazy. And people are publishing head-to-head comparisons between two things that don't exist at this point. So I just thought it was funny that here we're joining in, and our shootout has absolutely nothing to do with the products that we're talking about at all. Like
Yeah.
oh.
So
So they're
Lauren said
there.
he thinks the PlayStation's about 14 inches tall.
Let's see how close I came. So I got about 13 inches. So we're close. We're close. See, this could be.
Eh,
It's pretty easy to believe that this would be like 1 foot 1 and a 16th. But again, so that's just under 14 inches. So yeah, that's comfortable. Look, I just want to. All right, let's not get political, but here we go. We got consoles, gaming, black and white, side by side. Everybody's happy right now. That's nice.
I'm not happy.
Ah,
Well,
dang it, dude. Ruin everything.
but everybody else, I'm sure.
That was an unhappy sip. All right.
So Andy pushed the skip file of the PS4 logo. That's kind of funny.
Oh,
And Lawrence posted a close up of the picture for the PlayStation logo. Looks like it's basically just cut. Looks like it's cut through the entire white piece. You see that?
oh, really?
That's kind of cool.
Well, now I got to
Kinda like
undo
that.
30 or 40 times to get back pre-scaled and make that happen. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and if you rotate just around, you can see blue inside of it.
I
Probably.
do actually see that looking at this image right here. I can see the gray or the light or darker white background there. Any chance I copied that? Nope. Last thing I copied was the logo.
Nice try.
Ooh, that's not gonna be fun to stitch back up. I guess I don't have to stitch it. I can just. All right. So we'll go in. We'll do it. We got nothing else to do here. I'm just gonna wipe all this out.
What else are you gonna do? Watch marble races?
No, I don't have time. Very upset about this. Not really. All right. So I'm just breaking each surface like this. I'm not really worried about getting all of it because I think I can just use cleanup.
My foot dog has never come back, but my other dog has moved close enough that I can tuck my toes underneath her, so I'm
nice.
okay right now.
Good. I need a cold-blooded animal to come curl up on my toes for me.
My lizard is
my shop lizard.
Uh,
That would be good.
Hey, we broke 70 degrees in here. 70.2.
Oh, I whooped 70 degrees a long time ago. All right. I was saying I was just going to run cleanup, but kind of like stitching. I don't dislike brushing to erase. Unless I'm in a hurry, then I get fast and sloppy and...
There's something nice about it when it's working, but like, see, I can still see like a little, looks like you missed a tiny little piece on the dotted line there. And that's when I get all anxious as I'm like, wait, I missed something.
Yeah. Let's see right there. There's one. Got two. One right here. One right here. Maybe right here. I think I got them all. All right, so let's go ahead and use what we're getting from the community. Let's go grab that SKP file. Boom. And let's cut it. Let's cut it in. All right. So I'm going to file, import.
Are you going to import the uploaded PS5 file? Or I mean the uploaded SketchUp file from the that Andy put up on the forum?
Yeah, that was my thought.
Do it. Nice.
go. Well, that's a banner. All right, so I'm gonna come in here. We're gonna nuke this piece, and I'm just gonna cut that out, and then let's go back.
Oh, Andy just got it from the warehouse. I thought he just modeled that sucker up just real quick. It's a warehouse model. That's fine. It's
Works,
fine
it
using
works.
the 3D warehouse.
Jody may think less of you, but I'm okay with it.
Hey, I could not think any less of you.
Well, there you go. All right, I'm gonna.
Channeling my dad.
It's almost Father's Day. He would appreciate that, I'm sure, Jody.
Yes, he would. What is the good version of rolling over in your grave? You're
Sitting very still.
laughing in your grave. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to run into an issue. All these little pieces, if I scale this down to the proper size for the PS, I'm going to run into a small face issue. So I'm going to grab this guy right here. We're going to go
Embiggen it.
100.
Enhance. Is that how that works? Enlarge.
Made it disappear. Undo. I'm really not sure what just happened.
Now look what you did.
Okay.
This right here is why we can't have anything nice.
100. Boom. That's the one. All right. I'll take this. And again, I'm going to grab it by a surface so I can plop it on the surface. No, different Microsoft products. All right. And then we'll come up here. Let's scale down this way.
So Gamborg's suggestion was that you 3D print them, and then we can see if they work. Because that would be a good indication of how good you are at modeling.
That would be something, especially
Wouldn't it, though?
given my lack of 3D printers at the moment.
Oh, there's that.
Yeah, I didn't get any 3D printers in the breakup. All right, so this is a solid. Let's explode this. This is currently not a solid. Let's find out why. Straight edges, easy to fix. Okay, so now we got a solid and a solid. I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna save, and I'm going to subtract that from here. A boom. Oh. Oh. All right. That
So
looks...
as we're talking about 3D printing things, it reminded me, I read something recently, there's a new Star Trek series coming out soon or something like that.
Yeah.
Are there like 3 different Star Trek shows happening all concurrently right now? So there's like Picard and the new one. What is the new one called?
So when I grabbed that straight geometry and shuffled it around, I broke my geometry there on the inside, but I just copied the face over. But yeah, sorry, go back. All right, now, there we go.
Okay, so currently there is Discovery, Short Treks, and Picard. And then in development...
Short Treks? That sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon.
It totally does. And it might be. I'm not sure. And then there's Strange New Worlds has been announced. That's all so far.
Our group is saying that the news is that they've renewed Discovery.
Okay. Well, it also Strange New World. So there's going to be 3. Or is Strange New World the same thing as Discovery?
Yeah, sometimes they have. You know, like Discovery, Strange New World. So maybe it's one of those.
Okay.
Oh. Kai just yelled yes. So... All right. All right, so we got 2 o'clock. So we'd see what I could do in 30 to 40 minutes to this controller. I mean,
oh, nice.
For this controller. All right, I'm going to save.
Which controller are we talking about?
We're
talking about the actual
I have this up on my
PS5
screen.
controller?
So, is that what this is? This is the real deal, right?
That's the real deal. That other thing I posted was just nightmare fuel.
It's like the spider face of video game controllers, and I hate it. I'm going to close this one down, and I'm going to start a brand new file. I guess I'll load that same image in.
Oh, you could do, you know what? You could just I like Kai's suggestion. Make an Atari 2600 controller. That sucker has so much nostalgia. If I had one of those right now, I'd probably just sit
All right,
down
who's
and
got
cradle
a?
it.
I got the general. I remember the general shape, right? So we got a square like this.
Yep.
That comes up. That's the feet. That comes out a little bit, and then that goes up like that.
Well, and you have one button and a stick,
That's right.
which is probably not octagonal, but it was definitely a polygon,
Right. So we'll start with a circle in the middle. But if I go
like a stick shift in your car.
right, I feel like it had. Did it have a little bit of a taper to it, or is it
Yeah,
perfectly
it had a
straight?
little taper to it.
Little
Yeah.
taper,
Yep. Yep.
and then what happened? Oh, missed. Missed it by that much. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just ever so slight little divot there. And does anybody remember how many ribs were on that roundy part?
I'm gonna say 4 or 5. That's what it feels like. 4 feels right. You see, like some years back, they came out with a version of that controller that basically has several of the most popular Atari games built into it. So you literally just have a cable going straight to your TV.
Modern technology is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay,
All right.
I'm putting a picture on the old forum here.
Great. Now that I'm halfway done.
I'm just doing my part.
I know. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. That came off. That was rude. You know what? I gotta say, I'm seeing a parallel between this controller right here and the SpaceX spacesuits.
Yep.
Like
I bet you they
mostly
probably
white
use them actually
over
while they're
black.
flying.
Yeah. Ooh, that is short. 1, 2, 3. This is a little different than I had.
Okay.
All right, so
This could be, the remodeled version. Might not be the original.
we still
But
make it work.
I don't know how I could. I think it looks pretty legit. Did you say "oh butts" again, or is Christopher just enjoying your swears?
Sorry, potty mouth. It really doesn't go up very high, does it? Oh, and it is like octagonal too.
That's what I said. Actually, it looks
Yeah.
like it's 6 sides. I was mistook.
Or no, maybe it's 6 sides. Hexagonal. All right, we'll have to come fix that afterwards. Right now, I'm not quite sure how to draw this. All right, so we got a little bit of a lip. All right, excuse me. Scoot. All right, collapse this all up. Get out the way. I said that does not go up high at all. More like this. All right, so now we got a little bit. Here's our hard plastic piece right here, which immediately drops down. See over here, we have another chunk of hard plastic at the outside ring, and then we have 1, 2, 3 pieces here. So let's take this. We'll divide into 3 pieces, which goes something like this. that up a bit. All right. I'm just going to connect that back like that. Grab that. I think that's going to work for that. That thing. Oh, talking suddenly got hard.
Words. It's fine. Happens to the best of you. Not me, but you guys.
Yeah, no,
Everybody else.
All right, so let's see what that looks like. If I grab this, follow me. All right, that's close. It's gonna work for what I want. Okay. Well, I guess we can drop it in. Boom, right there.
Oh man, it's taking me back.
And now, kind of got a rounded hex shape. Let's see how to do this. So we got 24 sides. 24 divided by 6 is math. So three. Show me my hidden. Nope. Get rid of this. Like that. If I go from here. Nope. Here's what I did. I did this intentionally so that I would leave one chunk behind. So I'm going to go from here, option not to here, but to here, 5x. That's the stuff. That's what I want to see. That's the shape I was thinking of. I think that my taper's not quite as pronounced as I want, but that anybody who's held one in their hands would know exactly how that's supposed to feel. Sounds like I'm justifying, and I am. Now let's get this merged in. What's going on here?
All right. We're losing Kai. See you next time, Kai. Maybe it'll be Thursday. Maybe it'll be Friday. Who knows?
Oh, we're nutty. Even we don't know. Literally, seriously, we don't know. There we go. Get rid of that. There we go. Now we can orient faces. Okay. All right, so I'm going to grab these 4 sides and I'm going to scale with shift and option. Nope, not shift. Just going to come this way. It's not centered, is it? It is just off center, it looks like.
Yeah, like it's leaving room for the button to be.
That's it's probably like serious gamer tech ergonomics at play right there is probably what that's all about. All right, so if I look at this, it is shifted this way a bit, and then if I draw a line from here to this corner, the button will be on that. Huh, that's odd. Oh, it's merged. Raise that up. Oh, yeah. All right, now around the corners. I don't think it's a square either, based on looking at this circle right here. I think it is a bit of a rectangle. All right, let's round some corners. Double click to place that same geometry each corner, and then I will pull that all the way down, and I can double click, double click, double click. I'll just triple click, and ooh, yeah, it's getting there. All right, I'm gonna grab this.
Did you own a 2600?
I don't think I did. When I was younger, I had a ColecoVision.
Yeah, that's later, man. It's for you youngins.
That was the first video game console I ever
I
had.
did like the ColecoVision though. There's some good games on that.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna offset this the exact same amount. Tie these two together. Yeah, there's definitely I jumped here a little early with the modeling the square, but yeah, we have to pull. So we'll grab all of this except for this. Oh, we want these two. Then we can take, oh, and this right here. Just grab just the geometry to scoot over. Scoot it this way just a touch. That's not too, I'd throw that into our video game model roundup right there. We have a couple scene lines in here. I kind of feel compelled to do something about that. So what I want to do is I want to get just this line right here. So I'm double clicking on the side. Thus can grab that band of geometry all the way around plus the line on the top and the bottom. And now I can hold down Option Shift to get a minus and just turn these two off. Then I can just move this.
So you gotta Xbox the top of the button so it's a little bit concave.
Right.
I mean, maybe you don't. That's Andy's request. I'm not gonna put that on you. I've been there.
One could.
I lived through the great Xbox X design of 2020.
One could. The other thing that's going on here is this is definitely squared off right here. We got a full-on chamfer. So I'm gonna use nothing but native. I'm gonna go native with this. And,
oh, my dog left. We might have to wrap this up.
Sorry. Yeah, I would hate for you to get too cold. All right, it's the same thing. I haven't saved this. Who's in charge of me?
What the heck? I didn't even know I forgot we were in a new file.
All right, that's not quite big enough. Let's go
I'll be honest. I was poking around looking at features in Discord to try and make it cooler. I want it to be as cool as Adam Savage's tested channel.
That is cool. Is everybody here? Do we have a lot of testeders? Testeders? I don't know.
Testies, I think, is what we'd call them. Wait. Oh, that came out wrong. My bad.
I don't think so. I think you knew exactly what you were doing. Oh boy.
Should we talk about plans for next week yet? No, we can keep that
I'm good with that. Let's throw it around and see what happens.
So, if you watch Adam Savage's Tested, he recently built a clamp to go on his little chop saw thing, his little miniature chop saw. But when you watch the video, you can see that he drew up all the designs for the clamp, like just in his notebook. So we're gonna go. We're gonna use his design and make it.
You guys like that? That sound
Right?
fun?
Anybody cool with that? If if you know Adam, tell him that we're gonna model his stuff. Wait 20 seconds for the crowd to go wild.
That's right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Didn't work. All right. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to get that groove. I'm going to use follow me to put that groove in. I'm just going to.
That's a good idea. What were you doing before?
I didn't know. I just put lines in, but oh, you're killing me. I'm having issues right now keeping, all right, we need to just go big full screen. Trying to keep it inside here and not behind my head as I do this very, very important work.
Oh, dog warmer's here. The other dog.
There we go. Got a groove.
Oh, look at that.
I'll get this foot back in here a little bit smaller. I feel like there's a foot underneath it. Obviously the picture didn't show it, but I feel like there's something underneath it. Maybe not. And actually, now I think about it, I think I might be wrong. I think that might just be it. And of course, most, if not all this. Oh, hold up. I gotta round out as requested. You know what? This is so small. I'm gonna go. This is what I do on small things where I have geometry like this. I'm gonna put one like this. Offset again to right about there. Take this one right here, drop it down vertically just ever so slightly, and then just smooth it all up. There we go. Got that little, what does that look like to me? That's like a Smarty. We got Smarty geometry there.
Way to go. That's what it always seemed like to me. Or actually, I think I had 2600 before I knew what Smarties were. So I think that I was always thinking Smarties were basically just controller buttons.
That you know, that all things considered, that turned out pretty good considering we were winging it. Yep. That's it. That is the thing.
So, Christopher, I guess that's called the Atari Flashback, the one that has the games built into it. Christopher posted a picture from the Discord version of him. That is a video of him playing that hooked up to like this little tiny, like 3-inch LCD screen TV while he's like on a job site or something.
Hey, just gotta stick with it, right?
What's funny to me is I remember my dad had like one of those little 3-inch TVs, but the box that it took to contain the whole thing was easily 14 by 14 by 4 inches, and then it had a little 3x3 screen in one corner.
Was there a tube in there? Was that why?
Probably. You had to hand crank it.
Obviously, this is not to scale. You know, I will say, so obviously, you know, everybody loves new game consoles and they're wonderful and all the good things. I like games. But I think there's probably more of a challenge to design your game to be played with a single joystick and a single button than what we got now. You know, like I just wonder, like the old Atari guys were like, oh man, imagine one day we'll have 2 buttons.
Yeah. Imagine if we could have more than 16 colors.
Whoa! That guy got burned at stake.
Yeah.
But cause I don't know if anybody else has ever hit, like, I don't know how many people are actually game players here, but I know I've played some recent games that I'm just like, it's too much. There's too many buttons. I'm like my old curmudgeonly itself comes out, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't hold down a trigger and the stick and then hit a button all at the same time. It's too much. So instead of jumping on my horse, I end up punching the guy in front of me, and madness ensues. Yeah, so there we go. That's our I feel good about this. I think we're at a good spot right now. It's a little shorter than normal, but I feel happy.
It just means that you can kick off your long weekend early.
That's right.
If you don't have a long weekend, you should have a long weekend.
That's true. That's right.
I guess. Sounds good.
Andy's reminiscing about his first console and how you had to put it to the right channel. I remember that too, having that little box on the back that went into the coax and then the antenna screwed to that. And mine had a switch between channel 3 and channel 4. So you can switch between the one that had the most or the least interference. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
And then you had to pull out your screwdriver to hook the thing up. It's not just as simple as
Oh, yeah, when it had the two little clips.
The little prongs.
Before the coax. Oh, that's going way back. And here, I'm all complaining because I have an older TV that only has one HDMI in. So if we want to switch between the Xbox and the Switch, we have to actually physically go, scrape my arm on the drywall texture. Oh, that's true. Awesome. Well, hey, I think that was fun. That was I did not know what to expect with that because I looked at a couple of pictures and that was it. So it was kind of nice to churn something out that looked as good as this.
Yeah, it went surprisingly. I mean, I almost assumed I thought maybe it was going to go way too fast, but you managed to screw up the Xbox enough that it took us a little longer. So good job
definitely drug this out. It was funny because, like I said, I really try to like do design on the fly so I can kind of share with you guys my thought. Not that I'm the end all be all designer, but I think part of the fun of designing in a tool like SketchUp is thinking about how you're going to model it. Like there's not like a Xbox event button. You just push it in, put your thing. You got to figure out how to do it. And I think that's part of the fun, and that's what I enjoy about using 3D design software like SketchUp. So I really try not to pre-prepare if at all possible. That's kind of more what our regular videos are for instead. So this was a little bit different because like I said, I kind of thought about that. Hey, this is definitely soap skin right here, but I didn't think about that till after we started and then realized soap skin's not running for me. So that was a bummer.
Lawrence asked you to give a little twirl of the green glow there.
Oh yeah. Ready? Fire it up. Then we're going to get to a point where the blue's going to kick in. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh.
And red dot, you just keep burning bright. Oh, that's the stuff. Okay, shut her down. Shut her down. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. And scene. Okay, so here is the real question for everybody who has a console. How many times do you put your disc in upside down?
Ooh, yeah. Seems like at this point we should be able to read from either side, right? Doesn't it seem like we have the technology now to put just two lasers in there?
It seems like it, yeah. On my the drive on my PS3 and PS4 is like close enough to the center that I don't ever know which is the top and the bottom. And I'm always standing it up tall wise, so I'm just like, I think this is gonna work this time.
Well, I haven't seen pictures of this laying on its side, but that is my concern. Is like my media thing that sits underneath my TV. The shelf's only about this tall, so that means either this has to get laid on the side. Hopefully, is okay, or it has to come out and sit like a pillar right underneath the TV. So it's gonna be an issue. We'll see. It's all part of the fun. It's all part of the issue. All part of the challenge. That's the term I was looking for. Do we have people on Facebook still watching?
Maybe.
If you're on Facebook, can you give a thumbs up or something? Because I'm just looking at my UI here and it says Facebook has 0 people watching right now.
That's interesting. Maybe Facebook just went all glitchy on us or something.
It is possible.
Huh.
No, I'm seeing it on Facebook. It just It's lying. It's a lying thing.
So the Xbox subreddit suggests that yes, you can lay it on. I mean it's flat on all sides, so obviously you can lay it down, but
Right.
and that way you'll be able to see your green dots whenever you want.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, CD drive, who cares? I'll just buy it all digitally. I get this going on. So I need, when I turn it on, to have a little thing in there that kind of pivots it so the green boxes lights. Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to design a way to let the thing rotate.
Sharon just showed up and is asking if this is going to be recorded. It is. All of our live streams we do. Well, we don't record them. We let our various channels do that for us. We were having a couple people, and just I want to throw this out because some people ran into this. We did have a problem with YouTube where we had a handful of live streams not show up or not work, but they're working on it. They went through and they have, right now, I think all of our live streams are working. If they're not, if you ever come across a live stream that you want to watch that has a problem, just go to our forum and let us know, and we can reach out to YouTube and get that fixed. If you do go back, this is just, I don't know, this is just processing, I guess, but for about an hour or so after the live stream, only chunks of it will show up. So you do have to give it a little bit of time to process, but afterwards you want to come back, YouTube is the best spot to watch it. That's our opinion, is that seems to be the easiest place to watch it, but it is available on Facebook and it'll be on Twitch for 2 weeks. So yes, you can. Short answer, it is being recorded. You can come back and watch it. Yeah, so maybe there's just a reporting issue with Facebook or something, but
it's working since Sharon just talked from there.
That's true. We can see it. Oh, and not only that, Steven's saying it's lit over there, and we're sitting over here in the unlitness.
Yeah. What is the opposite of lit?
Unlit again. Shade.
Okay. Yeah.
Threw shade on ourselves.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Oh. Okay. I feel I'm cooked. I broke 80.
Oh yeah, I should go.
Yeah. You probably need to go upstairs and like start a fire or something, warm yourself up.
That's right.
Yeah. YouTube chat's the according to our stream, the YouTube chat is the place to be. That seems to be where the most people are coming in. So,
and the most
comments come from.
We get a lot of people on Facebook, but we don't get nearly as many chatters.
Yeah, this flipping back through this is primarily YouTube with a bunch of discourse toward the end, but I think that's all Jody.
That's me. No,
talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah, it's all Jody. Just kidding. There's a handful of people over there.
It's Christopher, and it was Kai for a little while.
Cool.
And then once it was Steve, and then it wasn't anymore.
All right. Anyhow, okay, we're there. We've made it. We can call this thing. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing up with us. Showing up, hanging up. Thanks for hanging up on us. No, thank you for hanging out with us on a Thursday. We will come back. I'm assuming next week will be a Friday, but keep an eye on social media and our forums, of course, for specifics once we get there. Like I said, this is all in a state of flux. We're trying to figure out the best time for everybody. I have a feeling to go back to Friday afternoons. That seems to be pretty comfortable with a lot of people. And like Jody said, we're toying with the idea. Maybe we should start a forum post to see if people like the idea, and we can do that ahead of time. It would be a little bit different because it would be the machine drafting we've been doing, but we'd be doing it from screen caps off of video instead of, scaled drawings. So that could be kind of fun.
It'll be an interesting problem to solve.
Nothing else? It'll be interesting.
Christopher's comment is, "Oh, butts, the stream is over."
Oh, sorry, buddy. Keeping it PG, family friendly over here.
Kai's back just in time for us to leave.
That's right.
Bye, Kai.
Thanks, Kai. Bye. Bye, Kai. Okay, so for real, we will call it here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This is as always been a lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect from this, but I think it turned out kind of cool. I will get these up on 3D Warehouse and post them in case you want to go play with them or polish them off or make them correct. Your call, but they'll be there for you. And that's really all we got. So thank you. And goodbye.
Oh wait, oh wait.
Nope.
Did everybody like Thursday versus Friday?
Oh
What were your
yeah.
thoughts on that?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's a case for going to Thursdays.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't look at numbers because I don't know how many people showed up because Facebook still says 0. I don't got Discord on here at all. So
Yeah, we'll work that part out. I literally just added that 2 minutes before we started talking.
yeah, we're basically letting people know that we don't plan. Is what it sounds like. We do actually. There's a lot of planning. Well, except that I try not to plan ahead what I'm going to build. We added a stream minutes beforehand. We decide on the week to go Thursday instead of Friday. So other than that, though, we plan a lot. Andy prefers Thursdays. Christopher take it either way.
Transom's only here because Twitch told him to come, and then he promptly got on YouTube, which is funny to me.
Friday. Wait, Sven is saying looking at closing on Fridays. Does that mean you will be available or not be available on Fridays? Like, are you watching from work, or you're saying if it's closed, you won't be at work and can watch? That's the question. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sure we will be reaching out on the forum on this too. Maybe we'll actually go put that question into our this particular topic. I don't know. Maybe we'll start a new one. Oh, Sven works at home, so I
He
guess
can do
it's a
whatever he
good
wants.
way. Yeah. Excuse me. Offices are closing on Fridays. All right. That's true. Lawrence said he has more adult beverages when we do this on a Friday.
Oh, that's a good point.
There's a lot to consider here.
So many options.
That's true. All right. We're going to head out now. So you guys enjoy the weekend. And one way or another, we will hopefully be seeing you next week. So once again, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
There it is.
See you next week.
See you guys. Which I was realizing